Hello guys, welcome to AI Sciences. I am your instructor Sajad Mustafa, and today we are going to talk about how can we take screenshot by using Python. Let's say you're running a program in Python and you have to take a screenshot of your program or any of your screen in your laptop or your computer. How can you do that? I'll tell you how can we do that. And in order to do that, we'll be using a library called pyautogui or GUI, graphical user interface. Right, so initially let's talk about the agenda. Initially we'll talk about installation and documentation, then we'll see how can we capture a simple screenshot, and then on top of that we'll also build a cool GUI, a very simple GUI for capturing a screenshot. We'll be using tkinter library of Python to build this graphical user interface, right? So first of all, let's see what is actually PyAuto GUI and what it offers to us. So if we talk about its documentation, here is the link. Link is also available at the top of code. You can check it out. This is simply how can you install it by using pip install PyAuto GUI, and if we see what else this library offers us, so it offers us a lot of things. Like it offers us control over the keyboard, it offers us control over the mic, so you can move your mouse by using these commands. You can write anything to your computer by using your keyboard. Without using the keyboard, by using these methods. So yeah, this is really a cool library. So one of the cool features of this library is the screenshot feature that we are going to implement today, right? So first of all, first thing first, install the library. How can we install it? All you have to do is exclamation mark, which is a magic sign, and then pip install pyauto GUI, and just hit control enter, and this library will be installed. I already have installed it, so I'm not going to run it. So what I'm doing over here is I'm just importing the library PyAuto GUI that we have just talked about, and then I'm also importing tkinter library in order to build the graphical user interface for screenshot. I'll talk about it later. And from tkinter I'm also importing file dialog as fd. This is file dialog that helps us in order to save the file, and we'll also talk about it later. So let's get moving and let's see how can we create a very simple screenshot app. So I'll say my screen shot equals to, so by auto GUI dot screenshot, and that's it. It will take the screenshot, these two words, and that's it. It will take the screenshot and it will store this screenshot in this variable called my screenshot. And after that, what we want to do is we want to save this screenshot somewhere, right? So let's say save path save path equals to, so here we have to write the path where we want to store this screenshot. So I'm going into this folder, I'm just copying this path and I'm pasting it over here, right? And then how can we store it? So we'll say my screenshot dot save, and here we'll say save path plus, and here we'll also paste the name of the screenshot, right? So we'll say my shot, right? Let's call it my shot, and let's run it and see what happens. Oh, it throws an error. It says that okay, so here we have not written the extension of the file over here, so it says that unknown file extension, right? So here we have to write some extension. So let's say myshot.png. Let's run it. Let's go into the folder. Here we go. So it says that myshot.png. If we open it, here you can see that the screenshot of the code. This is, you can say, the simplest code for for your screenshot. One thing, sometimes you may face an error over here. I mean, because sometimes there is no backslash over here, right? And you cannot add backslash at the end of string. So what you have to do is you have to write character 92, which is the ASCII value of backslash, right? So yeah, that's how you can take the screenshot. Cool. Okay, now if I want to take let's say there is some code for I in range, I don't know, range 500, right? So you're running a loop for roughly 500 times, and then you want to take a screenshot after every 100 iterations. So I'll say for I if I modulus 100 equals to 0, then do what? Then take the screenshot, right? And also save it with the name. What should be the name of screenshot? So let's say name would be I. Okay, so I'll say string convert I. So I would be the name of screenshot. It will be appended with my screenshot, right? So yeah, so let's run it and see. Here you can see that 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, and if we look at it, these will be the roughly the same screenshots, right? So it doesn't matter. Great. Okay, now let's try to build a GUI at the top of this app. I mean, this is how, if you're writing a code of some machine learning code, and you want to display some logs, some errors, and you want to take its screenshot as well, this code will work exactly fine for you. Okay, so now how can we create the GUI for it? So we'll say root equals to tk. Tk is exactly tkinter alias, and then we'll say tk. We are just initializing the object of tkinter, and then we'll say root dot title title, and here we'll say AI sciences screenshot app, right? And I mean, you can write whatever you want at the title. So here we'll say canvas. So we are going to create canvases. So in our case, it will be only one canvas, but if there are multiple canvases, you can name them as canvas 1, canvas 2, and so on. So tk dot canvas canvas. Okay, and here what we have to do is we have to pass the root, then we have to write the width, which will be roughly 300 pixels, and then height, which would be again at 300 pixels. So it will be a square canvas, right? And then we'll say canvas dot pack, so it will pack up all the canvases that are created. Okay, so now our basic GUI is ready. Now let's write code for in order to take the screenshot. So let's say define take screenshot, right? And here all we have to do is we have to write these two lines, I guess. Yeah, let me copy this, paste it over here. Okay, so in order to hard coding the path, let's just ignore it. I mean, let's just remove it, and let's take the path from the user. So let me call it get save path, and let me create a function over here, right? And here I'll say define get save path, and here now I'm going to make use of this thing, file dialog, right? So I'll say return let me say save path save path equals to fd dot ask save file name. We have to, yeah, this one. Okay, so it provides us a lot of options. We need this one, ask save as file name, and then let's just print it for the sake of simplicity, and then finally return save path. That's it. So it will return the save path. We will append it with my shot, and Yeah, cool. Okay, the next thing is the main code is, so I'll say my button. Okay, my button, and here I'll say tk dot button. Oh, and here we'll say text equals to so what will be the text on button? So let's say take screenshot, right? And then let's say we have to add the command, and command would be, I mean, when you click this button, what would be the command that will happen, and or in other words, you can say what will be the action that will be triggered. So the action will be take screenshot, and also the font of button would be 10, right? So yeah, this will be the button, and then we'll say canvas 1 dot create window. Why I'm doing that? Window, create window, and here we'll say 150 comma 150, again a square window, and window would be equals to my button, right? Yeah, we're good to go, and let's write the final command, which is root dot main loop. So this main loop will actually take this whole thing into sort of an infinite loop unless we don't close the window. So it will keep running the program unless we don't close the program, right? So here, first of all, we are adding the title, we are creating the canvas, we are packing the canvas, then we are writing the code to take the screenshot, then we are writing the code in order to take the path. I mean, you will see in a while how it's working. And then we are creating a button, we are adding the button on the canvas, and then we are writing the main loop. Let me run it. Oh, we have an error. It says that take enter has no attribute. Oh, it is not T. It's T capital and K in small letters, right? Oh, again it says that there is no attribute canvas. Oh, right. Where what at canvas? Oh yeah, canvas 1 dot back. It should be canvas 1 dot back. Yeah, let me run it. Once again there is an error. It says that bad window path button. Okay, let me just restart the kernel. Sometimes there is something wrong with the kernel as well, so let me restart it, and then let me run this cell first, the importation of libraries, and then let me run this cell as well. Okay, looks like it's running fine. Yeah, it's running fine. So here is my window of the screenshot, right? So its title is AI Sciences Screenshot App, and the button is take screenshot, and it is in the center because we have created it in a way that the height is 300 by 300, and the location of this button would be 150 into 150. So let's say we sorry, let's say we go to this folder, and then we say okay, let's take the screenshot, right? So yeah, we click on the screenshot, it opens the file manager, and then here we can choose that where we have to save the file, right? So where do we want to save the file, right? Okay, so let's choose any folder out of it. So let's choose this one, the same folder, and here we can write the name of the folder. So I'll say custom path screenshot, right? Let me save it, let me close it. Okay, so here is my custom path screenshot. If I open it, and here we go, right? So this is how you can take the screenshots. If you want to automate the screenshot taking process, this is the code. If you want to use it inside the loop, inside whatever you want, and if you want to add some GUI in order to take the screenshot, so here is the code by using tkinter. So yeah, that's about it. If you are new to our channel, let me tell you, we are AI Sciences. We make tutorials and lectures and courses and books for the beginners who are the absolute beginners in artificial intelligence domain and who want to learn Python as well. So welcome to our channel. If you are already subscribing our channel. So keep following. We are adding 2 videos every week on YouTube channel, right? So bye.